I'm ready.
Yeah.
So can you tell us your story? You are here with a convoy from Windsor, and you said that you are staying as long as it takes.
Yeah.
But you are also from Romania. So
Yeah.
could you tell us your story?
In January 15, actually, Canada put an interdiction, about the COVID restrictions, so like a mandatory vaccination and also the green passport. So we can cross the border. Actually, I can come back, but they wanna put in 15 days or 14 days quarantine, something like that. And because I'm not vaxxed, now I lose also actually to cross the border, and going into in US, because I'm a truck driver and working in the transportation. That's how I earn my money. So now I don't have any chance to work because it's a restriction even in US and Canada too. Because in US they put on 22nd January, that you have to provide the immunization card. Yeah. So that's why I'm here participating on this Convoy 2022 and fighting peacefully against the government and against this liberal party, which is doing only I think in my mind only bad for Canada. Because look at now where we are, so where we are now. So Canada arrived in a communist dictatorship like any other countries from the East European countries. When was the Iron Curtain put in our side, the East communist, actually the East European countries. We can name like communist countries.
So you and we are both people who came from communism, right?
Yeah.
We experienced communism. You said you were actually a child.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I was 14 years old when we took it out the street in 1989, December 21st, 22nd, and with my father, with my mother, and with my brother, and also, when we went peacefully to make a revolution.
Thank you. You guys are awesome. We love you. Stay strong.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And we were just peacefully peacefully meeting, about the revolution. But the cops, they called in that time they called militia.
Yes.
We were brutally beaten by the militia.
Yes.
So it, then and I survived. Just a moment.
Sure.
So I survived this. So that time, sorry about that. I survived that time, and look at where I are now. In Canada already 11 years. I live in Canada, and I never ever thought that we will arrive in this situation again. Because we escaped from the communism. Finally we escaped the communism, and we're getting back into the communism.
Yes,
so,
and it's probably much worse than we ever experienced. I was older than you when I escaped from the communism over 38 years ago, but this is like communism and fascism combined, and it's much worse because it's on global scale. So I can see how so many of us who had some experience with totalitarian regime, we all came for freedom in here, but I can see how those people were first very aware that this is what's happening, that this COVID-19 has nothing to do with our health, it's everything to do with formation of totalitarian regime, right?
Exactly.
But we arrived at this moment, and thanks to trackers, thank you, because you guys got us to that momentum, and I believe myself that this is it. We're not going to have another momentum like this, and we have to, as a nation, now Canadian nation, we have to take that moment to be able to take our country back and take it back as a free country for our children, because otherwise they will be living in the most brutal totalitarian regime, right? So we do it for our children as well.
Yeah, exactly. My wife told me, go Sandor and do it, fight it, against this communism actually, because we are in communism now. Yeah, and also they do a solidarization. The people is staying home, but they keeping with us, and they just say no, you can't come back. This is our fight, and this fight we will win. And also I wanted to say, actually, when I came in Canada, because I want to tell you, when I came in Canada, everybody speaking about freedom and the rights, the Charter of Rights. Everybody. So you will have your own rights. You can exercise your own rights. But I want to ask now, how can I exercise my own rights if they like suck everything from us? Everything from us. They want to know everything from us, because we live now, I can name, in a tyranny. Like one political guy from Romania said, what is mean between tyranny and democracy. So when we are like the people knows everything about the government, that's democracy. And the government knows everything about you or about us, that's a tyranny. This is a tyranny. And the key of elements is a transparency, between the tyranny and democracy. And the second thing of the transparency is the Charter of Rights, and they want to take off everything about the rights. So I can't exercise, because I said exactly, hey, the government doesn't say, they can't say to me, hey, listen, you have to choose between A and B. And I said, no, I want to choose my own rights. So the government has to create an environment to exercise my own rights, and this is now in this situation, Justin Trudeau want to take everything from us, but even not even in Canada, all over the world, it's happening.
Exactly.
And we must stand up. So I tell for my friends, my colleagues, for everybody, hey guys, we need to stand up. We need to stand up, because if not, it's gonna be maybe worse than we lived at home. So guys, we must win this war, because this is a war, Okay, we are peacefully, but this is like a war, against what they did now. They called COVID-19 situation. I don't know, we don't have much time, but I can explain much things about the COVID. So,
Yes.
and so this is everything.
But thank you so much for your bravery. Thank you for being here. Thank you for those words to our fellow Canadians, for encouraging them to stand up. We will be coming here back, and we will be rotating to support you guys in this, because this is our cause for freedom, and we need to unite in it. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Thanks.